General Assembly of the European Chess Union, Istanbul, the 6th of September 2012. Report on the work of the President and Secretary General. Over the last 9 months, since the last General Assembly of the European Chess Union, special efforts have been made concerning 2 projects where some important results have been achieved. Chess in schools. After the General Assembly in Porto Caras in November last year, President Silvio Danailov's activities and work on the program Chess in School continued on November the 30th with a visit to Brussels. During his stay in Brussels, President of the European Chess Union presented the project Chess in School and the written declaration number 52/2011 on the introduction of this program into the educational systems of European Union countries. The presentation was given in front of 100 Eurodeputies at the ACES Europe Ceremony of Flags for the municipality candidates to the awards of European Capital Cities and Towns of Sport 2012 and 2013. Following this, the written declaration was officially open for signatures on the same date, November the 30th, with the deadline for signing the declaration set for March the 15th, 2012. In order for the declaration to be officially accepted in the European Parliament, it was necessary to collect at least 396 signatures, which accounted for 50% plus one more signature of the total number of 736 members of European Parliament. Another visit for the purposes of Chess in School program followed in January 2012. In the period from the 16th until the 19th of January, Mr. Danailov and Chairman of the ECU Chess in School Commission, Mr. Jan Calvert, paid a visit to Strasbourg. Their stay in Strasbourg proved to be very fruitful since they managed to collect 125 signatures of members of European Parliament. This meant that the declaration had 237 gained signatures and needed 143 more to succeed. On February the 15th, Mr. Danailov and Garry Kasparov, the world's most legendary chess player and chairman of the Kasparov Chess Foundation Europe, arrived to Strasbourg to promote and further the joint Chess in School project of the European Chess Union and Kasparov Chess Foundation Europe. They participated in the seminar dedicated to the program Chess in Schools and had many meetings with the members of European Parliament. Furthermore, ECU President met with the previous President of the European Parliament, Professor Jerzy Buzek. During the discussion on the future development of the game of chess and the project, Professor Buzek expressed his full support for this ECU program. The 13th of March 2012 will be remembered as the historic date for the European chess, as President Danailov stated in his interview after the European Parliament adopted the ECU Chess in School program. The written declaration 50/2011 for the implementation of the program in the schools of the European Union countries was signed by 415 members of European Parliament. At the official parliamentary session of the European Parliament, where Mr. Danailov was invited as a special guest, President of the European Parliament, Professor Martin Schulz, officially announced that the written declaration 50/2011 was endorsed by the European Parliament, which was followed by warm applause addressed to Mr. Danailov and the success of his endeavors. The adoption of the declaration is the crowning historic achievement of Mr. Danailov and his team's efforts and dedication to the Chess in School project. It is also a clear sign that chess and its benefits to the young have reached a new, higher level of acknowledgement by society. New ECU website. Work on creating the new website is one of the most serious projects of the ECU management. namely imagined as the portal which will be organized by the ECU members. New websites should in the foreseeable future become the most successful marketing project of the ECU. New ECU website will be at the domain ecuonline.net. There are two reasons for this decision. We thought that the short name of our organization should be included in the name of our website, and for the first time the owner of the domain will be the ECU, not a natural person. Work on the website includes two phases. In the first phase, which will officially start functioning by the end of the month, apart from homepage, there are the following sections: News, ECU Organization, Federations, Calendar, Resources, Online Chess. In this first phase, website administrators will be representatives of all national federations and members of the ECU Journalist Club. Section ECU Organization will be similar to the current one, with the following difference, namely, members of the ECU Board, ECU Directors and ECU Office will be represented separately. The difference also lies in the fact that every member will be able to upload their biography. In addition, in section ECU Files, besides the statute and tournament rules, it will be possible to download the ECU symbols, logo and anthem. We have especially high expectations from section Federations. It will be possible to access every national federation in two ways. Through the Europe map, in which case placing the mouse arrow at some country will immediately display basic data, through the list of federations with their flags. Every federation will be able to upload data on their page, which includes the following: basic data, logo and history, internal organization, national calendar, the most important news and activities. In this way, national federations will get their independent and functional page in English, which will have a recognizable link, so at their page they will be able to put a link for the page in English. Immediately after the end of the Olympiad in Istanbul, every national federation will get a questionnaire and a request to choose the administrator for updating that page. Apart from federations, in the first phase, the administrator's access will be given to the members of the ECU Journalist Club, as well as administrators of all important chess websites. They will be able to write authors' articles or announce important news at their portals. At homepage, there will be a separate part with a summary of the latest news received from federations or journalists, while the activities of the European Chess Union will still occupy the central place. In section News, except for chronological display of news and archive, there will be a search option, so it will be possible to search the news by the following criteria: author, tags, category and date. Section Calendar contains two parts: official European Championships and other tournaments. The official European Championships will be shown through standard calendar. By clicking on a certain tournament, all its important data will show. Section Other Tournaments will be updated by all visitors of the ECU website. Our ambition is to make this calendar, in a relatively short period of time, one of the most informative and reliable ones. The summary of the tournament's display will contain basic information as well as the email of the organizer, web page and regulations. Detailed display contains all the necessary data. Fast search of the tournaments can be done at the home page, right next to the sections Facebook and Twitter, while advanced search will be done in the section. All important tournaments, both those from the ECU calendar and those which have paid to advertise, will be shown and specially marked at the top. Section Resources will comprise all official ECU documents, circular letters, bidding procedure, newsletters and similar. Chess Online has been done in cooperation and agreement with our official partner, renowned company Chess OK from London. In the second phase, the following sections are planned: tournaments, membership, payment. ECU website will be completely functional by the end of the year. We expect that from the 1st of January 2014, when the new ECU rules will come into effect, it will bring significant income from marketing and membership. ECU officials activities. Al Ain, United Arab Emirates, from the 3rd till the 6th of February 2012. ECU President Silvio Danailov attended the first annual FIDE Presidential Board held in Al Ain in the United Arab Emirates from the 3rd till the 6th of February 2012. During the meeting, Mr. Danailov informed FIDE board members about the ECU activities and the development of the Chess in School project in the European Parliament. In addition, in the company of FIDE President, Mr. Ilumzhinov, and the Continental President for Asia, Sheikh Sultan bin Khalifa Al Nahyan, Mr. Danailov attended the closing ceremony and prize awarding at the Open Tournament in Al Ain Mall. Vienna, Austria, the 27th of April 2012. Mr. Danailov took part in the seminar dedicated to chess in European schools, which was held in Vienna, Austria, on the 27th of April 2012. Experts from 8 countries attended the session. ECU President opened the seminar, speaking on the topic "What politicians think about chess," and reflected on his lobbying efforts at the European Parliament in Strasbourg. Cardiff, Wales, the 28th of April 2012. On the 28th of April 2012, ECU President Silvio Danailov visited Cardiff, Wales, in order to promote Chess in School program. President Danailov gave a presentation to the Welsh Chess Union Management Board, members, trainers and organizers. He spoke of the tremendous cultural impact chess can have on society, since it offers the opportunity to bring generations together across ethnic groups and economic differences. The head teacher of Beatonson Super Alley Primary School, Vale of Glamorgan, was his host during the visit. Edinburgh, Scotland, the 29th of April 2012. During his European promotional tour, the day after visiting Cardiff, ECU President, accompanied by the former World Champion 2005, Grandmaster Veselin Topalov, paid another visit, this time to Edinburgh, Scotland. The ECU President had meetings with the President of the Scottish Chess Federation, Michael Henley, Delegate Andy Howie, and international arbiter Alex McFarlane. The meetings were dedicated to the ECU program Chess in School. Faroe Islands from the 30th of April till the 1st of May 2012. ECU President visited Faroe Islands from the 30th of April till the 1st of May 2012 as another part of his tour for promotion of the ECU program Chess in School. During his official visit, Mr. Danailov met with the Prime Minister of Faroe Islands, Kai Leo Johannessen. ECU President and the Prime Minister had interesting and constructive discussion concerning the implementation of the program among the Faroese schools, the current development of the game of chess on Faroe Islands, and the vision of the ECU to help to the so-called small nations to develop their chess. The Prime Minister, Kai Leo Johannessen, promised Mr. Danailov his full support for the program Chess in School. Silvio Danailov also had a meeting with the Minister of Education, Research and Culture, Mr. Bjorn Kalso, and with the President and the Board of the National Chess Federation of Faroe Islands. Oslo, Norway, from the 2nd till the 3rd of May 2012. On the 2nd and the 3rd of May 2012, ECU President Silvio Danailov visited Oslo, Norway, as his final stop of the promotional tour concerning the ECU program Chess in School. He met with the President of the Norwegian Chess Federation, Mr. Jordan Aulin Jansen, and the Secretary General, Mrs. Liv Med-Harbo. They discussed the implementation of the program among the Norwegian schools, and Mr. Danailov received their full support. Sofia, Bulgaria, the 27th and the 28th of May 2012. The President of the ECU, Silvio Danailov, attended the opening ceremony of the match between Sofia and Zagreb on 50 chess boards. This occasion was also used to sign the protocol of cooperation between the two cities. During the ceremony, apart from Mr. Danailov, the mayor of Sofia and Zagreb, Ms. Jordanka Fandakova, and Mr. Milan Bandic addressed the attendees. The occasion was also used for the choice of talisman and mascot of the ECU. Considering that horse is the symbol of the game of chess, Mr. Danailov has chosen a lead Bulgarian racehorse, Tingvan Berkenbrock, as the talisman of the European Chess Union. Besides visiting and attending ceremonies of the competitions held in Portokaras, Warsaw, Gaziantep, Plovdiv and Prague, ECU Secretary General Sava Stoisavljevic focused most of her efforts and activities on the efficient work of the office, especially concerning all administrative activities within the board, preparation of General Assembly and board meetings, and keeping all the minutes of these meetings, taking care about correspondence between ECU and other parties, controlling the payments, advising and communicating the ECU's activities to all members. We wish to emphasize the results achieved regarding financial discipline and collecting of ECU fees. As a consequence, we may now say that the category of federation debts is non-existent, nor is it seriously considered. Regarding the cooperation with the legal representatives of the ECU, there have been some particularly important improvements, and the work of the Commission for the changes of the ECU rules have been very successfully organized. ECU tournament. The period between the two General Assemblies of the European Chess Union will be remembered by the record-breaking 17 organized European Championships. What follows will show this was not the only record set in this period. 4 major chess tournaments have been successfully held. European Team Championship, Portokaras. As the top event of the chess calendar, European Team Championship 2011, as expected, drew a lot of attention. However, the championship of 2011 was an exceptional success story since it created an unprecedented interest in the chess world. There were 38 teams participating in the open section and 28 teams in the women's section. The Olympic Hall in Portokaras, Greece, hosted the competition and proved to be an excellent venue. ECU President Silvio Danailov officially declared the tournament opened on the 3rd of November 2011 and made the honorary move on in the match Moldova-Russia. European Individual Women's Championship Gaziantep. The 13th edition of this competition will be remembered as the one which set new records. The prize money provided at this competition was 120,000 euros, which is an absolute record for European women's tournaments. 100 women from 25 countries took part in this event. The opening ceremony took place in the Zugma Museum on the 2nd of March 2012, attended by ECU Secretary General Sava Stoisavljevic, while the Anatolian Hotel hosted the closing ceremony, which was attended by many honorable guests, among whom was ECU Honorary President Boris Kutin. European Individual Championship Plovdiv. The 12th European Individual Championship was a very strong competition, which is best supported by the fact that a total of 344 chess players from 39 countries competed for the European title at this prestigious event. The tournament was officially pronounced closed by DCU Secretary General Sava Stoisavljevic. European Youth Championship Prague. This competition set a new record of 1,173 participants from 46 countries. The competition was held in Prague, Czech Republic, in the period from the 16th until the 26th of August 2012. The tournament's venue was Top Hotel Prague, where also the opening ceremony took place in the presence of the mayor of the city of Prague, chairman of the Czech Chess Federation, ECU Secretary General Sava Stoisavljevic, and many other chess officials. Apart from these, 9 more official European championships have been held: European Rapid Chess Championship and European Blitz Chess Championship, Warsaw. 747 chess players from 28 countries participated in these competitions. Among the ECU management, who attended the opening and closing ceremonies, were Secretary General Sava Stoisavljevic and Tomasz Zielicki, President of the Polish Chess Federation and ECU Deputy President. European Women's Rapid and Blitz Championship, Gaziantep. Apart from the European Individual Women's Championship 2012, the Turkish city of Gaziantep hosted 2 more European Championships, the Rapid and Blitz events, with the participation of 46 players in the Rapid and 41 women in the Blitz event. European Senior Team Championship, Rogaška Slatina. There were 46 participating teams from 18 countries. A team from Russia won the tournament. European Individual School Championship, Kalitea. 131 participants from 12 national federations took part and competed in 8 age groups. European Youth Team Championship, Pardubice. There were 10 teams participating in the open section and 9 teams in the girls section. European Individual and Team Championships for Cadets and Juniors, Rapid and Blitz, Banja Vručica. 199 competitors from 70 national federations participated in these championships, while 32 teams took part in the Team Youth Rapid Tournament held on the 17th of July. European Amateur Championship, Pardubice. 431 players from 19 federations took part in the competition. European School Team Championship, Naberezhny Chelny. 24 teams consisting of 4 players participated. European Senior Championship, Kaunas. The participants, coming from 22 European countries, competed in two sections. 102 men took part in European Senior Championship, whereas 21 women participated in European Women's Senior Championship. Although they are not part of the official program, 4 tournaments are under the umbrella of the European Chess Union: ISCU Grand Prix Moscow, Mitropa Cup Šibenik, Second European Youth Cup Kutaisi, EU Youth Championship Murek. At the very end of this report, President Silvio Danailov and members of the ECU management would like to thank everybody who has helped to make the previous period eventful, and believe that the delegates of the General Assembly will assess it as successful.